All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday night group conference call. Great to see your faces. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. We are going to talk about some fun things this evening. And for so many of you where you are newer with Scentsy, so whether you're live or you're watching this recording back, there will be some little tidbits that you can pick up on tonight and say, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. Why would you? You're newer. But I hope that you leave the call tonight with at least one new idea. That's always the goal every Tuesday night, to leave with one new idea or one exciting thing that you can't wait to implement in your business. And all the while feel like you are welcome in this community and you have a place. And we are so happy that you're here. Let's see. We've still got people coming into the waiting room, so I'm letting them in. Tonight's topic is taking Scentsy with you. So don't be caught Scentsy naked, we like to call it, or we like to say. And so we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you the things that I take with me, and I'll tell you why. And then I know Mary Jane has something that she has been taking with her that she's going to show you. Before we get into the actual topic for tonight's call, major announcements that we want to cover is that, yes, the sunflowers did sell out. They are gone for this season. There's many of us saying wah, 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 because many of us did not get the sunflowers that we needed. So it does not matter what your title is or how long you've been with Scentsy. We all have equal opportunity to fight for the 2.5 sunflowers that were available for purchase. I'm just kidding, but it sure felt like there was that many. Somebody made a joke and said, what did they find 10 sunflowers in the back of the warehouse somewhere and say, oh yeah, let's make them a part of this launch. And I felt like it was almost like supermarket sweep. In my mind, I saw people racing with carts to go pluck them off the shelves and be like, no, yeah, because they were gone in minutes. So congratulations to those of you that were able to secure those for your customers. And I'm with you if you are one of the ones that were not able to. But the good part is, I think Scentsy now sees just how popular those darn things were, and they can start working on them now to have ample supply for next harvest season. And let's hope that they do that. It also kind of gives you an idea that I'm hoping with the poinsettia flowers that are out of stock right now, that this won't be the case, and it'll be around a little bit longer when they come back in stock. But if this is indicative of how popular those flowers were, the sunflowers were indicative of how popular those special flowers were, you may want to put the disclaimer to your customers, like, hey, I'm going to try to get those poinsettias when they're back in stock, but just letting you know there's no guarantee. They are limited. So, okay, so that's the flowers. We have the flash sale part 2 coming this Friday. So how many of you loved the flash sale that ends tonight, that started Friday? That was great. If you had Disney customers, or you yourself are a Disney fanatic, that was a flash sale for you, by golly. There were also some products in there, $25 warmers that were not Disney. So that was a steal, a good deal. One thing that we want to mention to you, though, going into the flash sale this coming Friday, is make sure when you're promoting the flash sale to your customers or on Facebook, via text, however you're promoting the flash sale, to let them know to also check the clearance section as well. Not just the Freaky Friday sale, but to also check out the clearance section, because like Tammy was telling us just a bit ago, there's products in there for, there's the Spider-Man wall fan for $10. There's pods in there for cheap. Tammy, do you want to speak to this point?
I mean, it's just go out there and look. I mean, you can create your own bundles and create your own kind of flash sale. Like Melissa said, the Spider-Man wall fan diffuser is out there for $10. There's packs of pods for $5. So for $15, they can get a great gift for somebody. And so just because you couldn't get the fragrance flowers when they were on sale, you could create your own kind of excitement with the things that are out there. And so if there's not anything on the flash sale, there is always things on the clearance, and you can make it what you want
Yes.
if you're not happy with what's out on the flash sale.
Yep. And we don't know what'll be coming. So we don't know if we'll see a few of the same products from last Friday. We don't know if they'll pull all of last Friday's sale and put all new products out there. We don't know. That's the blessing and the curse of a flash sale, right? We don't know ahead of time what's going to be on sale. So I'm going to market it probably the same way that I did before, except I'm going to add that part about make sure you check the clearance section as well. There are some killer deals in that section also. So we have part 2 that will run Friday through Tuesday. We will not have a Zoom. This Zoom right now, we will not have next Tuesday night because it is Halloween night. That is also the last night of the month. End of month live with Dan and Lacey has been moved to the 30th. As to not have it happen on Halloween. So we will have end of month live on the 30th. The information for that will be posted on Together We Scent on the 30th. So you won't have to go far to find it. But then we will not have this call next Tuesday night. We will reconvene the following week. And that'll put us into November, believe it or not. Crazy, crazy. There are still a lot of LTOs, products that you haven't seen, products you don't know about. Products you do know about. There will still be things coming for the next 2 months. So though we are starting November 1st, that doesn't mean that we have seen or showed our customers everything that there is to show them. There are still some surprises coming and some exciting things to keep sales going well into pretty close up to the end of 2023. Can you believe it? Can you believe end of 2023? That sounds so weird to say. I feel like I'm finally not writing 2022 on my paper. I feel like I'm finally am like, oh yeah, it's 2023. Yeah, there's 2 months left of 2023. Okay, so that's flash sale. Let's talk really quickly about Halloween. So every year around Halloween time, we talk about what can we do for our businesses with all of those parents and trick-or-treaters that'll be coming around. So for this, I would love to have Cindy tell you what she does for Halloween with regards to passing out fun little things to the parents. Cindy.
Hey guys. So I just print off like little cards to put in a little baggie with my business card. And then I put a sample in there. You can also use your leftover like rub and smell stickers and put them on these little flyers. I can share these in the Together We Scent page, my Canva links that you guys can use. They just really say no tricks, just a Scentsy treat for you. And I kind of just hand them to the parents as I'm trick-or-treating with my kids. And it has my contact info on them. So something super simple, easy, and to get my information out to them with a sample. So just something super simple and quick like that is what I do.
Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, there is probably one of the most token lines that are used with regards to wax samples at Halloween is a label that says, heat it, don't eat it. One word to the wise, don't ever pass out wax samples to children. And don't just drop wax samples into trick-or-treat bags. There's many kids that trick-or-treat that don't read, can't read, they're too young. And they get to their candy bags before their parents sort through them. And so we never want to put wax samples into trick-or-treat bags. But if you are out trick-or-treating with your little ones and you pass parents, you can pass them out. If you are passing out candy and there's parents that come up to the porch, you certainly can capitalize on that opportunity and give them a little treat. I love Debbie Kuna had said she has used a saying before that says, kids get a snack, parents get wax. Or what was it, Debbie, if you're on?
Kids like,
kids like snacks.
Parents like wax.
Parents like wax. And so that's just another cute little saying. But anybody else want to share anything from Halloween? And directors, leaders, did you want to share anything with regards to Halloween? No. Okay. So that's, oh, Janie, you're muted.
I'm doing the same thing for Halloween as I have in my car, so I don't know if you want me to wait or just.
Yeah. Just hang tight on that for a minute.
I just thought of something, Melissa. When I take my kids trick-or-treating, I take a Scentsy Go with me and I put a pumpkin scent in it. I use it as our flashlight, and I actually sold one last year while doing that.
That's awesome.
We leave a little trail of pumpkin wherever we go.
Well, that's fun. And it doubles as a nice little walking lantern.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
look
pretty
at me. That's great. I love that idea. I might have to take my go trick or treating. That's actually a really good idea. I love it. Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Okay. Trying to think if there was anything else worth mentioning. World Tour registration is open. So remember, World Tour is a regional little spirit training event that is happening at a city near you. Registration is open. There's giveaways, there is training. You'll hear from home office. You'll get to see products in person and up close on display. It's an amazing time. And that registration is open currently. So check your workstation under events for that. Anything else major and noteworthy that we're forgetting to mention? No? Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to show you tonight. I'm going to start off. I'm going to show you what I drive around with Scentsy, and then Mary Jane's going to share something too. And then please, if there is, because I'm not perfect, and just because this is what I do and how I do it doesn't mean this is how you have to do it. And I'm sure I have forgotten something major that I'm not driving around with, but I live in Michigan, and I love that now that the seasons are changing and it's getting a little cooler out, that means that my wax can travel around with me again and not have to be in a cooler or on ice packs. And so I love these cooler fall days. I love the winter because I never have to worry about my wax melting in my car. And so this is my season to drive around with Scentsy. So here's why. And here's this is just a perfect example. So many of you, if you've been getting on the calls the last couple of weeks, you've heard me tell you that I am now wearing Scentsy clothing when I leave my house. That has been my challenge to myself, that I am wearing a Scentsy branded something or carrying a Scentsy branded something everywhere, anytime I leave my house. The only reason I don't have my Scentsy sweatshirt still on is because I showered before the call and changed my clothes. But my Scentsy sweatshirt was on today because I was out and about running my son to a dentist appointment, and I had to go to the grocery store, which brings me to, I went to the grocery store. That's becoming a place where I get stopped constantly. I don't know if it's just because people in the grocery store are actually wanting to interact with people again. But this is now 2 times. So one last week, and now today, I had my Scentsy sweatshirt on. Somebody that works at the grocery store came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, do you sell Scentsy? I need holiday scents." And I said, "Yes, and you're in luck. I happen to have some wax with me." And she said, "Okay, let me take my break." And so we went out to my car, and I opened the back of my car, and I showed her. I felt like the guy that opened his trench coat and had watches in his trench coat, because I'll show you exactly what I opened up for her, and I sold a 6-pack of wax, and it was that fast, and it was because I had a Scentsy sweatshirt on. So some of you have been around long enough to remember this little case. It doesn't have to be like this. You can put it in anything that you want. I'm just showing you this is what I do. This is how mine is. So let me tilt this down. Okay, so I have this white case, and when I open the trench coat, hold please. Open the trench coat, there is my wax that I'm driving around with. It's a little bit of mixture of fall fragrances, holiday fragrances, everyday fragrances, just a little sampling of, I figure, I've always said this, if you give somebody 10 choices, they can at least pick 3. They'll find 3 that they like out of 10. And so I had this wax kit with me today and sold 6 bars out of it just because it was with me. I didn't have to say to her, let me take your order. Let me get back to you. Let me go get wax and bring it back to you. I didn't have to do any of that. And I made sure that I got her contact information. She went into my phone as Michelle Kroger, because a lot of you know that anytime I meet somebody and I put them into my phone first, like if I've just met them and I don't care what their last name is until they're paying me with a credit card. If she's not paying me with a credit card, I don't care what her last name is. And so her name in my phone is actually Michelle Works at Kroger. That is her name in my phone. And now I know that that's who it is. And I got her contact information. I immediately, once I did my shopping, I left the grocery store, I came home and I immediately texted her and said, it was so great to meet you. I am so happy that I was able to get you your scent fix on the fly. I can't wait to hear how you love the scents. And that was it. And she wrote back and said, you made my day. I'm so glad that you had that sweatshirt on. I've needed wax for a long time. And so it was perfect. Okay, so I have my wax case. Again, you could put it in anything and you could be driving around with 3 bars, 6 bars, 10 bars, doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you have some wax on hand. Now, again, I've been around long enough that I have all kinds of fun little caddies and boxes that Scentsy has put out at different times. But this is what a lot of us have always called our mobile office. It's just a caddy that I bought from the Scentsy Success store. I think it was on there not that long ago, even for like clearance price. But what I love about this is that I have, okay, I'm going to tilt this down and see if you can see this. Okay. Nope, we want to go this way. Okay. So what I love about this tote though, is that it does have an insulated pouch right in the middle. And I have my testers with me. I have started taking my testers everywhere I go again, because people do know what Scentsy is. And they'll be like, ooh, can I smell? Do you have Clean Breeze? And that's not normally a scent that I have in my offering. And so I'm like, oh, well, here, let me get the tester so you can smell it. But then people that don't know what Scentsy is, it's also the perfect opportunity for me to say, well, why don't you just take these and collect some orders? So I have the scent testers with me. Okay, now you kind of get the gist of this. I'm going to show you what is all in this little mobile caddy. So in no particular order whatsoever, I have my catalogs that have a QR code to my website on the front side. I also have a label on the back that is my Scentsy story. And so those are on the back of my catalogs. I have the famous rub and smell stickers. So I just multi-purpose, you know, the rub and smell stickers come in this little cellophane envelope. Well, I just always repurpose those. I never throw those cellophanes away. And so this has about 10 of the rub and smell sheets in here. I just keep them in this because, I don't know, they're rub and smell and I want them to stay preserved. And so my rub and smell sheet, there's my QR code is on it. I also have a little, this is the things that I love during cozy season. That's on the back side of my rub and smell stickers. But I have that. I have order forms. Of course, I have hold on one second. I have the Harvest Collection brochures with a QR code that takes them directly to the Harvest Collection. So it doesn't just go to my website, it takes them directly to the Harvest Collection. I think we talked about that last week, is if you're making a QR code or you're sending somebody a link to something, send it to the actual product or the collection that you are talking about or referencing. Don't just send them blindly to your website, because even we have a hard time sometimes finding things on our own websites. Don't make a customer go play scavenger hunt, send them exactly to where they want to go. Same with my holiday brochures. I have the QR code. I also put a sticker that says where is it? for the fall winter catalog, scan the code. I've started putting that on my marketing because I realized that some people bypass QR codes or think that it's just part of the brochure. I don't know. So I started putting something on that says for the fall winter catalog, scan this code. I have the current Starry Pumpkin warmer and scent of the month flyer with me. I have a couple of those. Of course, because I'm going to market the heck out of this guy, I have the next month's warmer and scent of the month. The QR code goes directly to this scent and warmer of the month section of my PWS. Okay. I have scent circles, which I just created this label and started putting these on all of my scent circles. So I'm sorry that the lighting's kind of weird. But I have 4 scent circles so that I can either give away if there's a reason, like when I go through the car wash, I like to give, there's this one girl that always cleans my car awesome. And so I like to give her scent circles. And then next time she sees me, she cleans my car even more awesome. And so anyway, so I like to pass scent circles out the window, but I could also sell these if I wanted to. I have a label that I've started sticking underneath the scent circle. And it just says my name, my web address, my phone number, and it says call or text. And I've started sticking that. I like this better than putting a label across here. And you can actually see through it. And when they go to pull off the scent circle, this card, if they wanted to keep my information, they could keep it. Because I found that if I'm putting it on here, they're definitely throwing away this plastic. But if they wanted to keep my information, they could just keep this card or cut this or whatever. But those are the labels I've started using on my scent circles, and they just go right underneath the scent circle. Of course, I have business cards with me now, because remember, I just was telling a story, I think last week, that I didn't have business cards with me, and I was okay with it because I don't want to send somebody away with my business card and hope that they call me. If I don't have business cards, I can just pull my phone right out and put their number in my phone and text them immediately. And that is actually my number one mode of when I meet somebody, I am asking for their phone number and I am sending them a text while I'm standing right in front of them. But I do have business cards just in case. Here's my little tip and trick. I keep my business cards in a little case with a scent pack so that my business cards are scented. So this little plastic case has my business card, has a scent pack, my favorite scent, Rockin' Ruby Raz, one of my like top 5 favorite scents. Because I know Cassie will call me out and be like, you have I thought Cambridge was your favorite. It is, but so is Rockin' Ruby Raz. But anyhow, so business cards in a little case with a scent pack. Boom, they're scented. So I have those with me. I have 1 bottle of Counter Clean because our Counter Clean is one of my favorite products. And so I find myself talking about it a lot. So I always want to make sure I have a bottle of Counter Clean. That goes for anything. If you have a favorite Scentsy product, then that is what you should have as a part of your little traveling Scentsy case. Whatever you talk about the most, you should have on hand. And I love Johnny Appleseed Counter Clean. And so that's what I have. I've got a bottle of that. Of course, I will never be caught without light bulbs. No, I don't have all the light bulbs. I don't have one of each color and I don't have an Edison bulb with me, but I do have 25 watt, 20 watt, and 15 watt. If they need something that isn't these 3, then I'm happy to help them. I just don't have those on hand, but so light bulbs. I have 3 fragrance flowers with me. Again, you could do no fragrance flowers. You could do 1 fragrance flower. I'm just telling you what I have in mind. I have 3 fragrance flowers, and I always, with every fragrance flower purchase, I bought these wood slices in bulk on Amazon. I believe that they are on our Amazon list that is on the Together We Scent page. You can buy them in bulk. I give these as a little fragrance flower coaster with every purchase of a fragrance flower. And on the front side, and this graphic is also on Together We Scent, and maybe we'll find it and we'll boost it again because somebody's going to now ask me for it now that I'm showing it. But it says, thank you for your fragrance flower purchase. Pop your fragrance flower onto this coaster to protect your surfaces. So here's what it looks like. And it has my information at the bottom. So I have 3 fragrance flowers with me. So I brought 3 of the coasters because I give these when I sell a fragrance flower. So I have those with me. Okay. Then, do you like my Scentsy branded bag? That's from the store, or from the consultant store. I picked just a sampling of products. Obviously, each of you are going to have different things on hand. You can put if you have 3 products on hand that you have to sell customers, then take those 3 products. If you have 10 products, take 1 of each product. Take all 10. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not showing you what I brought so that means you have to do the same thing because I'm merely guessing. Obviously, I'm not driving around with the entire Scentsy warehouse. And again, I kind of go with the whole thought that either I'll have something that somebody will want, or if they don't like what I have to offer, I will happily order for them whatever it is that they do want. But this just gives me an option to offer on the fly. So what did I pick? I picked the Simply Diamond because it's an inexpensive warmer, right? So I have a inexpensive warmer option. I have a generic plug-in. This one's not even available. I don't think it's even available anymore. A white etched core. But I went with just a generic neutral white. So if I come across anybody that wants a nightlight or a plug-in or a gift, can't go wrong with a white plug-in. So I put one of those in there.
Melissa, can I ask a question about the warmers?
Yeah.
They don't ever like crack in the freezing temperatures, do they? Like in January or February? Have you done this before in the winter and it's okay?
I've never. So remember, I used to store all of my Scentsy in my garage for all of my life. And I've never had a problem.
Okay, thanks.
Never had a problem. And really, isn't it true that, I mean, I would only need to be concerned if it like I had plugged it in for a week and it was super hot and then maybe took it outside. But if it's cool to begin with, I've never had a problem.
Okay, thanks.
I've never had a problem. Yeah, you bet. Okay, then I have a Harvest plug-in. I have the Snow Cute Snowman plug-in. I have the Starry Pumpkin Warmer of the Month. I have the Fabulous Flurry Snowflake. And I have a generic white. And I don't even know if Light from Within is even in the catalog anymore. Which goes to show you it doesn't matter if it is current or not. Doesn't matter. Just because something isn't current doesn't make it the warmer doesn't go bad. Right. So it's just a white generic neutral warmer. And that's what I have. And I just wanted to get 2 everyday options, 2 harvest options, 2 holiday options. That's it. What I also do though, is I like to put together, this is just one of the things I love about my business is the ability to put together gift sets. So I found these little containers, I think last year at the dollar store, and those were in the Target dollar spot. And I have a mini fan and a set of pods. So easy $25 gift, ready to go for the season. I will also have these made up for Christmas. Right now I'm focusing on getting rid of the rest of the jack-o'-lantern ones that I have, but I have 2 of those left. And so I'm carrying those around with me if somebody wants a quick Halloween gift for themselves or for somebody else. That's what I'm driving around with, which I feel eliminates me being Scentsy naked. I have like my own little trunk or treat offering an option, not overwhelming, not anything that anybody here couldn't do. Because again, even if you don't have this much product, but you have a small amount that'll fit in one little tiny bag to at least have something to offer, you're golden. You all have catalogs. You all have access to the holiday brochure, the harvest brochure, order forms. But I know that I can confidently come in contact with anybody and be able to fulfill a Scentsy need of theirs. And if I can't, I will happily order anything for them. Any questions about any of that, or any questions about anything I showed you, anything?
Are your QR codes, do you print them directly on to those, or are those stickers? Because they look like they're printed right on there.
On the flyers?
On your flyers, yes.
I bought from onlinelabels.com. I bought the 1 inch by 1 inch squares. I think there's 80 on a page maybe, and I print them. So I just will print QR codes, like run 3 pages through the printer, and then I just have them. And if it points to somewhere other than my website, then underneath the QR code, it will say where it goes. So under this one, scan for fall harvest collection. And so I have a sheet of those, and I know that if I need just the harvest collection QR, that I have those printed. But no, they're printed on label sheets.
Okay, they look great.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you. I feel like I just word vomited on you all pretty quickly.
I like that idea. I've never thought of having a small inventory like in my car. So in the summer, it wouldn't work because we do the car audio competitions, but in the winter, we're dormant. So I might have to start doing that.
Yeah. There's realistically no reason not to. At any given, I mean, because nobody is stopping me on my way to my kitchen and asking me if I have Scentsy, right? But how many places do you go that you don't even realize? But you have to have, here's the thing, you can have it with you, but if you are not letting, like you don't have a car vinyl on your car, or carrying a Scentsy bag, or wearing a Scentsy shirt, or talking about it to the cashier, people aren't going to know that you have it either. And so, especially if you're making a conscientious effort to passively let people know that you are a Scentsy consultant, you're going to get stopped. 4 times in 2 weeks from wearing Scentsy clothes, I've picked up 4 new customers because they've approached me just because I'm wearing my sweatshirt. So it is, I mean, think of all the places that you do go. And for anybody to say, like, I don't know how to meet new people, I'm giving you a very easy way. Very easy way to meet new people. Wear a Scentsy shirt, carry a Scentsy bag, and then be able to say, well, I have testers with me. Do you want to smell them? Do you want to take them home? Do you want, I mean, I have the ability to say, oh, you love the fragrance flowers? I actually have 3 of them with me. Oh, you want to smell some of the holiday fragrances? I have at least 10 of the holiday fragrances if you would like to smell them. Oh, you need a gift? Well, I do have a harvest plugin, a holiday plugin, or just a neutral everyday plugin, if that would, check the box for your gift. I am able to say, instead of saying, let me take your information and send you to my website, or let me take your information and I can drop off a catalog to you, or let me take your information, and I'm able to do it right then and there. And doesn't that say to them, oh, she's serious? Oh, she takes this seriously. And so for me, it's been a really big confidence boost, because now I'm just kind of excited. Like when I'm wearing that shirt, I want people to approach me because I'm prepared. So now I'm like, strike up conversation with me, ask me, because yes, I can make a sale right out of my trunk on your break. And it's great. It feels really good. Can take scent circles to restaurants to give as a tip. Yes, you can. So I've heard coffee beans actually dull the sense of smell. Yeah, smell the inside of your elbow. I was just going to say, Christina, that's correct. Coffee beans are the old way. Smelling the inside of your elbow on your own shirt is how you clear your nose palette. Did you know that?
I think I heard that from you on one of these lives like years ago. So
Yeah, that is smell your own shirt.
Yep, smell your own
And
shirt.
people think when customers think I'm crazy when I tell them to do that, and they do it. It's like, I don't even have to say Simon Says. They do it, and then they kind of look at me, and I was like, it worked though, didn't it? And they're like, yeah, it actually did. And so I'm like, well, see, I'm not crazy. I'm not weird. Okay. I'm just catching up on the chat. Janie is going to show us what she is walking around with right now. And then that'll leave us with a couple minutes at the end for questions or for anybody to add anything else. And for you to tell me if I have forgotten something. Because again, I'm not perfect. I might have forgotten something. Okay, Janie.
Okay, mine's pretty simple. I put together the Christmas, the warmer of the month, a join brochure, the pumpkin brochure. I always have 2 of the month specials. The Like It, Love It, the breast cancer, okay, flyer, which will be done this month. I'll still keep it in because as long as the things are still. This is something right out of the catalog. It's the Scentsy Club, the whiff box, and my favorite part in the catalog is the combine and save. I like to put that in every order.
are those flyers you made yourself or?
Yeah, with a little bit of help of my girlfriend, Wendy Shalat, that's on my
Oh.
team.
Oh,
She's
cool.
Yeah, she's fabulous. These are testers that are old. Put 3 in a little bag, QR code on the back, and it says, these scents may or may not be retired. Move the lid, place the tester down, top down in your warmer, and let it melt away and enjoy. So I put that in the bag, a room spray, a counter clean, and this is my favorite. These little postcards that are on the consultant store. I got these for I think it was $2.60, and that was last year. I bought probably 15 or 20 of them. Nice big stack. And I just put whatever scents I want. And then on the back, friend me on Facebook, QR code, and my information. I put all of that in this bag with a handle. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm missing, we're talking about meeting new people. Well, I made 20 of these up and I thought, well, I'm going to go out for about an hour, hour and a half. My husband says, I'll go with you. So we went out, and so he drove, pulled me up. I just said, I'm going to start right at my area. So I live at, I only went to one strip mall. Walked into the place where they do dogs, Posh Pup. I walked in, and actually I got a website order from her. Walked in, introduced myself, which my husband did that before the same day brought her over a catalog. So I went in there and I said, how many girls are working today? And they said, well, there's 7 of us. I said, great, here's 7 gifts. And I pulled out 7. I said, everything's in here, my information. Please let me know. I don't want to interrupt your work. You guys all have a fabulous day. Bye-bye. And I turned around and walked out. And then I did that to 3 places, less than 15 minutes, handed out 20 of these bags. I had to go home because that's all I had. I had to go home. So now I know to make 50 bags minimum, because that took me 10 minutes and now I'm done and home. So that was that. I keep that in my car. I also keep a demo warmer in my car. I also always keep light bulbs, a bar of wax, a scent circle, a car bar, and I always have counter cleaner in my car because I use it. I use it on my car. When I'm picking up my granddaughter, I get out there with paper towel and I'm spraying. People's going, what are you spraying? It smells good. It's counter clean. Here, try it. pass it down, pass down the paper towel. Here, clean your dashboard.
And
So-
she does too. She is not that anything Janie ever says is not
I'm not
blowing
shy.
smoke.
I'm not shy. I'm not one bit shy.
No.
I never thought of using it on the dashboard. That could come in handy at our car shows in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to address, so it was put in the chat, this could be overwhelming to have all of this. And that is why I said you can do this with a tester set and catalogs. You can do this with one scent circle. You can do it with what you have. At no point am I ever going to tell you to buy inventory in the hopes that you turn around and sell it, because I'm here to tell you that no matter what you purchase in the hopes of trying to sell it, it won't be the right item. Because even those of us that have done fairs and shows and have had inventory before, I can tell you that even if I had 90% of what's offered in the catalog, I will always meet somebody that wants something out of the 10% I don't have, which is why I no longer worry about ever needing to have everything to offer somebody, because I can very easily go on my workstation and place the order for them. So I never encourage, and I won't call anybody out, but I was just telling a consultant recently, I said, I don't want you spending money on inventory in the hopes of turning around and selling it. I don't. That's not a good use of your own resources. And I don't want you spending money that you are trying to make with Scentsy on inventory in the hopes that somebody will want what you chose. Because the things I like aren't typically what somebody else would like. And so I can't play the guessing game. The other thing is, a lot of the product that I now acquire is because at the beginning of the month, I create a party link on my website that says online orders shop here or place online orders here. That's the name of the party. And I open it at the beginning of the month and I close it out at the end of the month. And 9 times out of 10, I'm closing out that party because it is a party. I've had that many online orders. And I'm redeeming the host rewards. And so a lot of the inventory, for a fact, that's how I built inventory when I first started with Scentsy, is I was having catch-all parties or collecting individual orders. I was the host, and I built up my inventory by redeeming free and half-price credits and being able to turn around and sell that product at full price. So if you want to have a little bit of inventory to have on hand, then you can create a party for yourself and direct people to shop for that party. Have your own open house, have your own Facebook party, have your own home party, basket party, mobile party, work party, lunch party, whatever. You're allowed to be the host. You, as the consultant, are also allowed to redeem the host rewards. So, and again, said it 15 times, you don't have to have all of this at all. You can have testers, you can have 1 bar of wax, you can have, like Janie said, 1 scent circle, 1 bar of wax, 1 car bar, whatever. It doesn't matter. You'd still, anything that you do have is better than nothing, period. Okay. We are at the top of the hour. I know Rand is going to want to do a drawing. Amanda, I see your hand up, and let's go for it. Amanda.
I wanted to just let everybody know the huge thing, summer, winter, spring, and fall, do the air diffusers, the mini fan diffusers, because you can have them on hand no matter what. Put them in your car, and it's huge, because that's, honest to God, what happened a month ago was my husband, he's getting interested, and he says construction is what he does. Put it in his work truck. Somebody went to get something out of his truck, just happened to be a woman, and she says, "What is that smell?" I sold 15 of them things. No joke. Yep. 15 because of him.
Yep.
$25 and you get what you need for a month, basically.
Yeah. Which I love that you bring up that point. it is a reminder to you, to all of you. Do you have some form of scent product that you use in your car? A scent circle, a car bar, a travel twist, a Scentsy Go, a mini fan diffuser, whatever your favorite go-to product is, are you using it? And are you using your products in your home? That is a huge, and don't look at me like that sounds crazy. You would be very surprised how many consultants don't actually even use the products that they offer. And I'm going to tell you that you have a harder time selling products to people if you aren't using the products. If you have never tried the counter clean, you're probably not going to sell very many counter cleans because you can't even give your own personal testimonial. And that's why I also said, like in Amanda's case, because you can tell how passionate she is about the mini fan diffusers. If you had nothing else, Amanda, to drive around in your car with, have a mini fan diffuser that you would be able to offer somebody to purchase because that's what you love and that's what you love talking about. You don't have to have everything, but at least the products that you love are the ones that you should have to be able to talk about. Cool. All right. I hope everybody learned at least one new thing or took one new tip away from tonight's call. That's always our goal. And Rand, take it away. Do our drawing for tonight.
Gotcha. Here we go. All right. Ryan Horn.
Yay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you. By the way, I love your hoodie.
Oh, why, thank you. I'm not surprised that you do, Mr. Halloween. All right.
Yeah, just a couple more weekends left.
Yeah, gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys, happy Halloween. I wanted to just plug, as always, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have virtual cubicle. It's our work hours. That will be open tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thursday, we have the bonus weekly training. It is Thursday night shift. This week is one of our favorite weeks of all the weeks because it's our special Halloween edition, and we are doing a costume party. So if you love to dress up and you would like to be on Thursday night shift on Thursday at 8 p.m., the information will be posted on Thursday on Together We Scent. Then join us for that special bonus training this week. We will not have this call next Tuesday night because of Halloween. So to all of you, happy Halloween, happy end of October. Let's go out with a big bang. There's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot of good things happening within our group, within our community, lots of celebrations. And so we're cheering for you. Great to see your faces. You guys, thanks for getting on tonight.